This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, just like Loose Cannon and Brick Baby or Sally's. And they might be, I don't know what's going on with these two. Like, were they over there like, that's my best friend and I want him to be my Sally? Or is one of them telling? Okay, one of them's in there to get more information. You don't think that they have this wired up somehow where these guys are just going to be talking about stuff? I mean, Loose Cannon already told the world everything on every interview he did, every podcast. Me and Big U used to file off serial numbers and guns. And so, like, he's just giving them charges. Just giving them charges. Now, they got to prove these charges, but it's like, dude, you're just adding things in to make things. It's just, this guy is just not a smart. He's really just a dumb criminal. He's just dumb. Some people are smart criminals. He's dumb. I'm surprised he's been on the street for this long. You would think would have been cooked a long time ago. Brick Baby, he got caught with a gun or something, and he's on other cases supposedly that are sealed with Sue Surf indictment. You know, we'll see how it goes for him, but yeah, these guys are just characters, you know. It's like we didn't even know who they were ever. They haven't done anything. They were just people just decided to start interviewing a lot of gang members at one point, and you know, I don't even know. These aren't even like major players, you know. To be honest with you, I don't care what you say. These are not major players, you know. And they just decided to take Big U down one day, you know. You got Christopher Lovejoy, AK600 over there, talking about, well, I got my gun license, and then, you know, Big U kept telling people, oh, I must be telling or something, because how did I get my gun license? Because I went to jail. That is interesting. But I don't know how that works. You know, maybe there's a way where you can hire a lawyer and get something switched. I don't know. But, you know, people question things in the street, especially in the streets. You know, like, especially when Big U's used to doing criminal things, he doesn't want to hang around people that are telling. Now, I know they're trying to point at, like, Big U told in the Sue Surf case, but that has to be proven, okay? I find it very hard for that. I find it very hard to believe that. But this is what happens when you hang out with, like, numbskulls, you know, like Loose Cannon. He's a useful idiot. That's what he is, you know, and eventually he was swayed another way by Whack 100. That's what happened. So Diddy has won a dismissal of the Rico claims. So we already talked about that. This is interesting how this developed. But now they're trying to add in more victims as they go onto the Fed case. I think at one point the judge is going to be like, were you guys even prepared for this case against Diddy? Like, all you had was this Cassie footage that got released. You went off this guy Little Rod's case, who, if you can't tell if that Little Rod is a little crazy, right? The way he was talking. The feds really did a whole case on that. Like, this is gonna fall apart. What's gonna end up happening though is Diddy is gonna lose a lot of money. He's probably lost all of his friends, right? It's going to be a different life for Diddy. I think he'll be out. Let's see. This will probably take about his trial starts soon too, right? A month or two. It's supposed to start in May. I'm sure it'll get pushed back. Let's just say he goes to trial for a year or two, right? Because that it's possible. It's possible, especially in New York City. I could see him being out in 2 to 3 years on some type of, like, probation, you know, where you can't do this, can't do that, you know. And it'd be interesting how things shake out soon. Now, Terrence Howard was just on Patrick Bet David's podcast, and he was talking about that Diddy was inviting him over to, like, maybe get some acting lessons, and then he kept wanting to meet up. So eventually Terrence Howard's assistant was like, yeah, I think he's trying to F you, man. I think he's trying to, like, get with you. And Terrence Howard was like, you know, Diddy can do that to some people, but once you meet a real masculine man, you see what's up. And I made sure I never talked to him again. And he says, people be going over there to get smashed. 50 Cent commented, said, no comment. I'm staying positive. God help us all. Every celebrity that attended Diddy parties got smashed, lost their man card. He says LeBron James, Barack Obama, Jay-Z. You can't say Jay-Z. I've never seen Jay-Z at the wild Diddy parties. LeBron we have. But LeBron seems a little, even though he's one of the best basketball players, one of them. I can't say he's the best, but he's up there. Doesn't mean he couldn't be zesty. It might be right in the middle right there, playing both sides. Young Thug goes to Marathon Burger. As you see, DDG was there cooking on stream. A lot of people were promoting it. That's good for Black. I'm glad Black Sam got that, even though, Black Sam's a hustler, man. That's what I get from him. He's taken what Nipsey left and turned it into multiple businesses. He has a couple other businesses going on. That's probably why you haven't seen a Nipsey documentary. He's busy trying to. That's not going to be the be all end all of everything for him. He's like, I'm going to take what Nipsey left and turn it into something bigger. And he did, with no rap music, just support. And I'm glad people are supporting him. That's definitely Nipsey working from above, taking care of his brother, who always had his back. So Kanye in a new song confirms Bianca had left him after trying to have him. She left him after trying to get him committed. She said she had a panic attack due to all the tweets he was doing and everything. She took the Maybach and drove off, and he tracked her through the Maybach app. Yo, Kanye is wild, bro. He's wild, bro. This is like, he's really out there, man. With all this like crazy talk. He was hurt so bad. You guys broke it, like whoever out there, the Adidas, all these. You broke Kanye, man. You broke him. This is the guy, I forget his name, Benny or something. He's a very big songwriter, so don't get it twisted. This guy is rich. He's very rich, okay? Now, this is Selena Gomez. Are they married? Let me see. Selena Gomez marries. Let's see. On December 12th, 2012, Selena Gomez, I was thinking she's engaged to Benny Blanco, but they're not yet married. It's an engagement about a year. Let's see. They're engaged, not married. But I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to be cynical here, okay? I think... I'm sorry to say this, Benny. I think she's with you because you're a very big hit maker, song maker. And you serve a purpose. She wants to keep you close. She might like you, right? But eventually, as Selena Gomez did to her best friend, if she would not talk to her best friend anymore, who gave her a kidney when she needed it, right? What makes you think that she's going to be loyal to you? They have a collaborative album out right now. Yeah, this isn't going to end well. I'll tell you that much. I just know. So J. Cole, how did he know he was going to fall off? He's been announcing the fall off since 2020, right? He's been announcing this, the fall off album by J. Cole. Well, it's not out, but it's a very confusing thing because every time he's about to drop the fall off, he drops something else. 7-minute, whatever, might delete later, warm up. Put the warm up is old, but then Friday Night Lights, is that old? Yeah, that's old, right? So he did some re-releases, but
Yeah, he did some re-releases. But the fall off, you fell off already. You know why he fell off? Because he was talking so tough. He was on a song with Benny the Butcher, almost dissing Benny the Butcher on the song. I was like, okay, J. Cole's on a different pocket. He was doing songs with Drake. He was doing this. Then as soon as this controversy came with Kendrick, which he can't ever take back because he started dissing the man's catalog, right? So, Kendrick took that personally. He says, your first album was this. What do you say? What do you exactly say? Your first stuff was a classic. Your last stuff was tragic. Your second stuff put guys to sleep and they gassed it. Yeah. Butterflies. I hate that album. You guys might like that second Kendrick album. Oh, I hate that album. I like a lot of Kendrick albums, right? That album I just despise, bro. I just despise. And I don't like the latest stuff he put out, THNKS, but I do like Mr. Morale. I like Damn. I like a lot of albums. I'm just telling you. And I love Money Trees. He has one of my favorite songs ever. I can never deny that. Money Trees is one of my favorite songs ever. Like that's always a vibe, that song. So I don't hate Kendrick. It's just that he's all over he's not a consistent artist. Drake isn't very consistent either, to be honest with you. It's like hit or miss with Drake too, to me. But J. Cole then waved the white flag. That was it, man. That's the fall off. You knew you were gonna fall off. You knew you couldn't keep this image up. All right, well, let's see if Diddy can beat this case. This is interesting. I mean, forever he's just a. We already knew he was a horrible person. Only you guys got tricked by that. Well, not you guys per se. I'm just talking about the world, right? You guys probably knew he was a horrible person too. I'm talking about the world. The world got tricked that Diddy's a loving person. Please, bro. You guys have never really, you know the history of Diddy. Just look at his artists. He throws them away like they're trash, and he always ends up on top. Anyways, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, and I will check you guys in the next one. Please share the video. Getting back in my pocket. The past 2 days, I was off kilter. I ain't gonna lie. I was just not focused enough. I've been distracted. You know what? Never mind. You guys don't want to hear me ramble. But I get distracted. I get things in my mind. Like I'm like, oh, how does this work? And I start researching it too much and not focusing on my work. Because I start researching how things work and stuff. And I go down this road. Like right now I'm trying to figure out like solar panels and inverters. And it's not as simple as just hooking them up. There's a lot of stuff to it. And especially if you don't want to spend, $10,000 or something. You want to spend like $1,000, or $2,000 on an inverter. I know this is stupid. I know. Anyways, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. Peace.